My name is Carmen. My brother was an addict, and this morning sorry, I forgot. Before I came to Al-Anon, I was a cook. I mean, I'm still a cook, I'm just a different kind of cook, I guess. My brother and I, we would cook a lot together, especially when we were kids. That's when we were closest, you know? Food was always our common ground. We wanted to open up a restaurant together. We had a name, we had a vibe, all of it. My brother can make you feel confident in yourself. Like, when I was a kid, I was nervous, I was scared, and I wouldn't want to do something. He would always tell me to just face it, you know, like, get it over with. And he would always say, stupid. He would always say, let it rip. He was loud, and he was hilarious. And he had this amazing ability. He could just walk into any room and just take the temperature of it instantly. Like, he could dial it. And I'm not built like that, man. I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I had a stutter when I was a kid. I was afraid to speak half the time. I didn't get good grades because I didn't pay attention in school. I didn't go to college. I didn't have any girlfriends. I don't think I'm funny. I always thought my brother was my best friend. You know, like, we just knew everything about each other. Like, except everybody thought he was their best friend. You know, he was that magnetic. And I didn't know my brother was using drugs. What does that say? As we got older, I realized I didn't know anything about him, really. He stopped letting me into the restaurant a couple years ago. Just cut me off cold. And that hurt, you know? And I think that switched this dial in me where I was just like, okay, fuck you. Watch this. And, you know, because we shared this connection through food, and he had made me feel so rejected and lame and shitty and uncool. I made this plan where I was gonna go work in the best restaurants in the world. You know, like I'm gonna go work in a real kitchen. Like, fuck mom and dad's piece of shit, right? It sounds ridiculous, you know, me saying that out loud, but That's what I did. And I got the shit kicked out of me. And I separated herbs, and I shucked oysters and clams and uni. And I cut myself, and I got onions and peppers in my fingernails and in my eyes, and my skin was dry and oily at the same time. I had calluses on my fingers from the knives, and my stomach was fucked. And it was everything. And a couple years later, this funny thing happened. I found myself this station. I was fast. I wasn't afraid. And it was clear. And I felt good, you know? I knew which vegetables went together. I knew proteins and temperatures, sauces, all that shit. And when somebody new entered the restaurant to stage, I looked at them as if they were competition, like, I'm gonna smoke this motherfucker. I thought that I could speak through the food, like I could communicate through creativity and that confidence, you know? Like, I was finally so good at something that was so new and that was so exciting, and I just wanted him to know that, and fuck, I just wanted him to be like, good job. And the more he stopped responding, the more our relationship kind of strained. The deeper I went into it, and the better I got. And the more people I cut out of my life, the quieter my life got. The routine of the kitchen was so consistent and exacting and busy and hard and alive, and I lost track of time, and he died. And he left me his restaurant, and the last couple of months I've been trying to fix it because it's in rough shape, but I think it's very clear that me trying to fix this restaurant is just me trying to fix whatever was broken with my brother. And maybe I was trying to fix the whole family too. Because this restaurant, it does mean a lot to people. It means a lot to me. I just don't know if it ever meant anything to him. Scene.
Wow.